dear students. Today we are going to read about different type of beaks. Let me ask you one question. Do birds have teeth? Birds के teeth होते हैं? No, birds have beak. They use their beak to catch their food and eat it. Different type of birds have different type of beak. Some are having short beak, some are having long beak. Some birds have broad beak. You've seen different birds with different beaks? Yes. What about feet and claws? Different type of birds have different type of feet. I'm going to tell you. All birds have two legs. Most of them have four toes. Okay? They use their toes to catch their prey, to protect themselves from their enemies also, and for hunting, for running, for wading in water, right? Now look this video very carefully for better understanding of this topic.
Different birds eat different kinds of food. Birds eat grains, fruits, seeds, insects, fish and other small animals. Birds have beaks and claws to catch, hold and eat their food. Birds eat with the help of their beaks. They do not have teeth, therefore they eat their whole food. Sometimes they use their beak to either break or tear food into small pieces before swallowing it. Shape of the beak depends on the kind of the food they eat. Different kinds of beaks. Some birds have short, hard and pointed beak to pick up seeds and worms. For example, sparrow, pigeon and peacock. Some birds have strong and curved beak to crack open fruits and nuts. For example, parakeets. Some have short and broad beak and sticky on the inside to catch insects. Strong and pointed beak acts like a chisel to remove bark and find insects hiding inside, such as woodpecker. Woodpecker have this type of beak. It has very long tongue which is sticky at the tip for catching insects. Some birds have long, thick and pointed beak to suck nectar from the flower. For example, hummingbird. Some birds have long, thin and slightly curved beak to pull out insects from holes in the ground. For example, hoop. Some birds have broad and flat beaks with tiny holes at the side to scoop muddy water along with plants and insects. This muddy water flows out through the holes, leaving plants and insects inside. For example, duck and swans have this kind of beak. Some birds have long, broad and pointed beaks to eat fish from water. For example, kingfisher is having this kind of beak. Some birds have strong and sharp hooked kind of beak to tear the flesh. For example, eagles, hawks kites, vultures, etc. They have this kind of beaks. Feet and claws. Different kinds of birds have different kinds of feet and claws, depending on how and where they live. They use their feet and claws to catch and hold their food. They also use them to fight and to move. Perching birds. Perching birds have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. They use these to hold on to the branch of a tree. The grip is so strong that they do not fall off even when they are sleeping on the branch. For example, sparrows and crow. Scratching birds. Scratching birds has strong legs with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. The toe have sharp, hard claw to dig the ground. For example, hen. Hen scratch the ground. Woodpecker have 2 sharp clawed toes pointing in front and 2 at the back. It helps them to grab the sides of trees and balance while they peck the wood. Flesh-eating birds. These birds uses their feet to capture their prey. They have curved and sharp claws. It is called talons. They uses talons to capture their prey. For example, eagles, hawks, etc. Swimming birds. Birds like ducks have webbed feet. They have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back, joined by flaps of skin called web. Webbed feet are used like paddles to push back water while swimming. Wading birds. Birds like cranes, flamingos, herons, etc. have long and thin legs with long, thin and spread out toes. When they wade in the water, their legs do not sink into the soft mud. Ostrich is a flightless bird. It has strong legs and sharp claws to rocket itself from its enemies. It uses its strong legs to walk and run.